Hi, good afternoon. This is Gene, KB9001, MWDX, SSB, SWL, etc., etc. Just checking in from the Midwest, Central Iowa here. I wanted to say hi. Oh, by the way, WN9ZWC, can't forget that as well. Anyway, I wanted to do a real quick video to talk about conditions in antennas. Like, this is like critically important because we got a few inches of snow last night here in the central Iowa area, and we got a whole whopping 8 inches. So it was actually probably this is our biggest snowstorm of the year. But anyhow, I'm going to just show you and give you a look at the antennas and what happened last night. Okay, so here we got a ton of snow, but it really piled up on stuff. It was a pretty wet storm. As you can see, the power pole and the transformer picked up a lot of ice and a lot of snow, and it stuck to everything. But on top of that, it stuck to my wire antenna set up here, and obviously you can see it's running through the tree line here, and trying to get you a close up. There you go. And what it resulted in last night is, yeah, you can actually see the ice piled up on it. That's a great shot. And it did. It just picked up that ice and it held on to it. And at first it was snow sitting on top of it because the snow just sat there. I had about an inch of snow stretching across the entire surface to the antenna. It was very sticky stuff. And what it did was it just really jacked up my SWR. And like I was talking about yesterday, and the importance of watching your SWR, monitoring it. I have a tuner in line with mine, an auto tuner. In line with my radios, well, both my radios. I have an ICOM 718, but I also bought an Anytone Quad 6 that I've been running and doing some CB stuff on, and some single sideband. And the Anytone Quad 6 has automatic SWR protection, and that SWR kept sending me alarm, and I had to keep retoning and retuning every time I got on a different frequency because that snow and ice on it just really had the situation jacked up. But I wanted to show you this kind of as an example, of what happened overnight, and suddenly everything had piled up. There's just snow piled up all over the place. So here, look, it's on the coil. Oh, look at it, just kind of sitting in the coil. Look at that. Let's try to get rid of that. There we go. Well, it just piled in there. Look, it just sat on top of there inside the coil. Let's try and knock that off there a little bit. Wow, it's incredible. I didn't even realize that part of it. When I came out and looked, I didn't know that there was snow piled inside the coil. Whether that makes any difference or not, I'm not sure. It probably would, because I think part of that coil goes in there, so that's going to have an effect on your SWR, and then pile up through all the rest of this stuff. Look at that. Just a ton of snow. And you might be in some places where, and see, it's all along the line. It's on top of the box. Look at that. Just all over the place. I managed to get out here. Look on the feed line. The feed line's covered with ice too. Make sure that's tight. And this is open to keep cool. This is the coil box where the feed line goes in and the antenna goes out in the ground and all this stuff. Here's my earth ground right here. So it did really jacked up that SWR. As I was sitting there watching it, and I pretty much gave it up till this morning, and I came back out and I started clearing the snow off of everything the best I could. But now it's ice, and I'm gonna have to wait it out because they did try to go up there and tap it off with a stick. And oh, by the way, just safety reminder: if you're trying to remove ice off your equipment, de-energize everything. This is a safety. I'm not telling you how to do it. You have to, do some research on your own. I'm not giving you direct instruction. I don't want any liability here, But make sure that you de-energize all your equipment. If your shack is energized, turn it off. Get it turned off. Unplug everything. Shut it down. And if you come out and start banging stuff off of your antennas, and I have reached to mine, I just took a wooden stick. Please do not use a piece of steel conduit or anything like that where you're going to hit a power line and electrocute yourself. I didn't tell you to do that, okay? I'm not responsible for that. I didn't tell you guys to do that now, did I? Okay. So be sure you do the safe things and make sure that you're, watching out for electrical hazards when you do that. But I just wanted to put that out there to show you what happens in contingencies. If you're running an operation like during a winter field day, this is very critical. If you're in an emergency communication situation, it's very critical. If you wake up first thing in the morning and the antennas happened to snow or ice during the nighttime, probably should go out and look at the antenna before you get on the radio to find out exactly what happened. So just food for thought. Okay, took up enough of your time. Have a great day. It's Sunday. Have a great weekend or the remainder of the weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.